Do you want a special name or something?
Good morning, Germany. It's too late, too early, whatever.
Yeah, it's really... where is the D? Will it fit? I think it will fit.
Yeah. We actually have a lot of letters left for the name in Evermore. Yeah, we should introduce ourselves.
Yeah, maybe. Or we can start, maybe, no?
Maybe, yeah. Like, Skarsnik,
Yeah.
the runner for today.
I will not speak a lot because I'm quite tired and my
Yeah, we
English
actually split. He is running, I'm commentating, so
Yeah.
we hope we do the best.
should be better.
I'm Kropan, and yeah, we should give it a try. We want to do that real quick.
Yeah, the fun fact, last year it was Creepy that was running the game. I was doing the commentary.
Yeah, high stakes were set. Okay, are you ready?
Yeah.
Okay, 3.
No, we want to start at the right time or whatever.
Right time or form? Okay.
Yeah, let's start at normal time.
Okay, normal time. Start. Go. I knew how the game works.
Yeah. Can skip the introduction of the game if you already have a save game. And should be right now.
Okay, so basically the beginning of the game is quite finicky because a good split is less than 30 seconds and...
Please, dog, kill something. Thank you.
And we're already dealing with really heavy RNG. Like, we want to abuse the death right at the beginning, so we put the dog into a trigger, switch to the boy, and now we need the boy to die. That's looking really good so far.
Ah.
Yeah, nice. And apparently this screen normally have a raptor fight. And since we're going into the screen with the death abuse, we actually skip this fight. It's intended, like, you can beat the raptor fight at the beginning, so you get a small reward. Or you can lose, but you can continue playing, which is really good for a beginner. And basically the main mechanics in this game is all about switching between the boy and the dog. And another interesting thing is, in every other game you normally have all the skills right from the beginning, but as you noticed, the boy can just normally walk right now.
Yeah, I cannot run.
Yeah, and actually we're picking up some stuff.
Why I walked too far?
We're picking some stuff to actually avoid some things to happen. And right now we actually skipped our first trigger. So skipping the trigger with specific movement is one of the most important stuff in Evermore, because normally we would have to talk to Fire Eyes, the here let me say the boss of the village.
The leader of the village.
The leader of the village, but we don't care, so we just skip it.
Yeah. By the way, when the character we don't control pass a trigger, it doesn't trigger the stuff that's supposed to happen. Yeah,
the game is quite weird. Like only the character which is actually chosen does activate triggers and such. And right now we got the Jaguar ring, which allows us to run. And in a normal playthrough, you would normally stuck into one of the sinkholes quite early. And yes, running is, to be honest, the most powerful stuff in this game. Especially running with the dog is quite fast.
Yeah, the dog is really fast. First act, after that it's not really...
And apparently not only holding the button is the fastest, but mashing SL is really, really good as well. Like the tasks do it so perfectly that it looks like the dog is like flying or floating, to be honest. And right now we also did another trick, like we can pick up stuff with the dog, but it will actually not trigger. But somehow the game remembers that. And if you pick up the next ingredients, it will actually put the value from the last one
I need to save
the next one.
Not forget.
Yeah, saving for a marathon run, or especially for races, are really important. For a small example, the beginning of the run is so harsh in connection to your reset counter. For myself, I have like already about 200 finished runs, and I'm already at 10,000 reset runs. Which just shows how harsh it is to actually get a really good time.
Yeah, because we reached the first boss level 1, so you can really die from something.
And as you can see on the way, Skarsnik is picking up ingredients for our first spell.
Oh, not this. Oh, okay.
For the first spell, the hardball. And I guess you're going for 16 hardballs?
Yeah.
16 hardballs is the choice to actually kill the first boss with frags. And 16 hardballs is about a 90% chance to actually kill him.
Yeah, something like that.
And we have some runners that really go ham on those strats, like reducing the amount of hardballs to 13 or even 12 hardballs.
Yeah, because you notice I stopped to pick up stuff, and less stuff you have to pick up. It's time. Oh, let's try to do this thing.
And basically, if you have,
I don't think I will save it now. Can that work?
It could work. Try it. No,
whatever. Yeah, well,
normal trigger. Yeah.
Yeah.
So basically,
you can skip a lot of stuff going on there. It's not that much time, but it's not easy to do.
Yeah, like I said.
And really on the boy going where we want.
Like normally in normal runs, you're going for 14 hardballs, which is about a 70% chance to actually kill frags hard. And the annoying part about the frags fight is every time you hit him, you actually get pushed back.
Yeah, by the way, the boy is dead.
Yes.
The boy has 0 HP. But
and by the way, this hardball damage was simply an overkill.
No, the dog dead. No, that's so sad.
We actually recently found a new glitch, or let me say a trigger manipulation somehow. Shoutouts, by the way, to Green Ambler, who's really into this game and is really finding out really weird stuff about it. And we actually managed to fuse 2 triggers into each one. And so we have 2 cutscenes that play in each other, and so we can save even more time. So
yeah, through this cutscene you have the boss guessing destroys that happen at the same time, or some part of it save a lot of time.
Like, you have to imagine the game is already so optimized that the world record is really close to the best possible time on RTA. And the thing is, even if you are a really good runner of this run, you have to depend on good RNG quite a lot. It's not only that you have boss fights which have RNG in it, but also cutscenes, for example.
Oh yeah, we'll see later.
We have several different cutscenes, and if you put all the time together, and if you get all stuff in a bad way, you can probably lose about 18 to 20 seconds.
Oh yeah, it's 14.
Yeah, it's 40. And yeah, and the thing is, right at the beginning we have to depend on magic to actually kill the bosses. Later on we will use a glitch to actually get a lot of power, which we explain a little bit later. But right now we have just a specific route, so we want to level up our skills a little bit. And we actually have some...
I have 6, I don't know. I think there was 6.
It's too early.
Okay, I got it. Nice.
Yeah, and now we're trying to stack several different triggers over each other, and this is basically one of my favorite things. It's called the fire. Oh, is it a fire ice skip? Or the fire ice skip, isn't it? Yeah.
No, it's a fire ice intro skip or something like that.
Yeah, something like this. It's a skip.
Yeah, we skip the beginning of this cutscene by doing this weird stuff.
And the best part, basically, is you just start going down from the top of the screen and just walk from wherever you are right into the hut from Fire Ice. And basically she's just telling you, yeah, it feels like it's getting colder. Maybe you should check the volcano.
Oh yeah, you have to check the volcano.
And the interesting thing is, normally she tell you you will have problems to get into the volcano, because there are rocks blocking the way. And so she suggested, yeah, you should go to the swamp. There's a friend, it's called Blimp, and maybe he have a formula. But just because we broke the game really hard, we do not do that.
Yeah, you will see we'll not do the swamp at all, because the boss of the swamp is really bad.
Yeah. And talking to this guy, it actually get us the defense spell, and we will use a spell later to also increase our defense to such a high amount that we are not able to hit anymore, to get hit anymore. And now there's the thing we were talking. The rock at the entrance actually acts as a sprite, but if you move the screen so far away that the sprite isn't visible, the sprite actually disappear. And we actually do that in this place as well.
Yeah, good.
The first one is sometimes a bit quick, a bit messy. It was really good.
Yeah, it depends on what it's on the screen or what is not. It's so fucking annoying. Yeah, I think I went go through.
Like, basically in the game you can have 3 to 4 sprites on the screen, and somehow the game have a specific order which sprite is more important. And so the rock seems to be the less important things. So the rock will be the first stuff that actually will disappear.
Yeah, the game is like, yeah, I don't want to spawn this sprite, I don't want to care anymore. I think I will heal before magma.
Don't forget to save.
Yeah. Don't know, I wanted to save before the trigger. Ah, get it back here. And as you see, we use the boy and the dog to enter, leave screams. You will do that a lot, sort of safety. Yeah, let's not die on each wave or something like that.
And yeah, here you see the evil copy of Fire Eye. And yeah, this game is like, who was the one guy called who do all the film with all the explosions?
Michael Bay.
Yeah, it's basically this game could be straight from Michael Bay, because we have a lot of explosions. Now we have Magma, and Magma is a really nasty boss fight.
Okay, that's something.
And the thing Skarsnik is actually using right now is called the multicast. Normally you're able to cast about 1 to 2 spells at one time, but switching to the dog and then opening the menu from the boy actually allows you to cast even more. And a lot of spells have a maximum...
what? Okay, no, it was good.
A lot of spells have a maximum of 8.
Ah, yeah, no, it.
And some spells just have no limit at all. But the problem is, if you cast too much of them, if you cast too many spells, the game can soft lock. And yeah, the last spell, we also use the Thunder spell.
Here we have to cancel the animation of the spell with some entering a menu. Otherwise the game soft lock. Oh, nice! That was a nice fight.
Everything is right.
I didn't get to the 8 wave. Oh no, I get the 8 wave, okay, that's not perfect, but it's alright. You can, this fight, you have to account all the spell we cast sometimes doesn't kill him. And most of the time you die.
Yeah.
This fight, either you kill him or you just die.
Like, if we have a really good fight, we normally don't get a heat wave up until the point when Magma dies. And we actually save time when the heat wave appears when Magma dies. Like, when the heat wave is going, the cutscene for the end of the fight is already starting. And sometimes Magma do not die and the heat wave start, and then we have to cast again. This is about 6 to 7 seconds in addition to what you have to cast again to actually kill him. So it's a little bit luck-based if you can kill him. Like I said before, we have very good formulas for the damage
calculation. Can you lower my sound? Can you lower my game sound? It's a bit loud. I mean, the music is very quiet in this game and the sound effect get very loud. Oh yeah, thank you. Like when a boss explodes, I'm so fucking loud. Yeah.
Okay, so...
Okay, don't forget to run.
We forgot my favorite thing to say, like Stunden später. So basically we're in Act 2 now, and we start the second act without our dog. But since we love our dog so much, we try to get it back as quick as possible. And there's a small trick.
I need to get closer. I think it's good. Okay,
And
good.
here we are, Dogi is back. And Dogi is really useful. He's just walking a little bit slow, that's okay.
Yeah, we use the menu to buffer stuff. Oh no! Okay, don't die, don't die. Oh no, don't go this way. No! Okay, whatever, I don't skip this.
Actually, the thing is, for a marathon run, it's okay to fall down into that.
Yeah, it's alright.
But normally, the next city where we can go is Nobilia City. And the first time we're going into Nobilia, we actually start the so-called market timer. The market timer
I
is...
lose even more time because the dog is dead.
The market timer is a timer which goes for exactly 40 minutes and will take around 50 minutes in the gameplay, because at screen transitions or menu or choices you can do, the timer will stop. And our goal is to actually skip the pit. And for example, if you walk over the pit while not controlling the character, you actually can't fall down, and that's a thing Skarsnik has tried. But apparently it was not really Skarsnik's fault that he could fall down there. It was basically the problem, the three guys, the enemies, were not at the right position. They were all shuffled into the left bottom.
Yeah, it was weird.
So they were really far away, and so the boy couldn't interact anymore with those. So it was really unlucky, and normally if you're trying to go for a PB...
Okay, I think I missed it. No, it's this one, yeah.
Yeah, this one.
Why?
You have to go a bit more to the bottom. Yes, right. So this actually...
Yeah, there's a huge desert that takes like 5 minutes to walk through.
Yeah, like those two things we calling the desert skip and later also the reverse desert skip. And it seems like the developer of this game actually leave those triggers inside the game for testing reasons, maybe.
Yeah, probably.
They probably forgot about it to remove it soon after they finish the game. But so we can use it to actually get through the...
Yeah, there's some spot if you go the right way, you just clip... I have to not smash my button, actually.
And yes, actually the spell we got right now is the Atlas spell, and we will use the Atlas spell to actually break the game completely.
Yeah, we'll see, it's funny.
Yeah, like, if you think about it right now, we are quite vulnerable. Like, we're not really strong, we have really low defense and such.
I've still my 2 petals, that's really good.
So, it will be interesting what happens next.
Let's hope I don't die on this. Oh, okay.
Like, actually, we have categories for Evermore with no magic and such, and those categories are quite challenging, just because using no magic adds a lot of difficulty to the game. Good. Oh, that was a really good one.
Yeah, this one is really it's the first one. The skip is pretty free. You can get it by accident, but this one is really hard. It's really precise.
Like, you have to imagine the trigger for the normal desert skip is quite big, so you have a lot of choices left to actually walk into that trigger, and the reverse desert skip is somehow a really small
I
trigger.
forget to save actually. Yeah.
You should save.
Yeah, I will save
just for safety.
I wanted to save after the level up, but whatever, it will take. I can get poisoned, and that's not a good idea. No, I don't want to do that. Yeah, this will be the only time you will see be playing normally actually.
Yeah.
We try to get one more level because we have to set up stuff. We'll explain what happened. We want more HP to have more chance to get it.
Yes. Like, with getting more levels, we actually increase our safetiness a little bit. Because what we now try
I don't want Swiss Spider.
The thing we now try to do is to get specific debuffs and buffs on the character. And the poison tick in this game is quite weird. Like, somehow...
Oh, okay, sure, go here.
Just go for it. You can take 2 hits. So now we got the poison hit. And
yeah,
now
I get one statue. I will try to get another one. No, don't hide when he's...
It's alright, go.
Yeah, I think it will be...
It's too late, you should.
Yeah, no, I will have to get out of here.
And you already see the problem. to get the poison tick is not that is not the big problem, because now the market timer is going and we actually have to wait the whole time.
Yeah,
for
we have
the
nothing
market
to
timer
do at
to
this
finish.
point, so we can do stuff.
And so we have time for the market timer. The only thing where we're losing time is when we go to the south of the screen and have a screen transition and going back, then the timer is stopped. So for really good runners, it's a problem to do not get the Atlas glitch on the first or second try.
Yeah,
like we
you
have
lose a lot of
runners.
time.
We have runners right at the moment. Kroik has the world record, and he had runs where he actually reset just because he got the Atlas glitch just on the second attempt.
Yeah, because you have the bad start or something, probably
Yeah.
something like. Oh, it's still there.
So there's actually a 1 out of 8 chance to actually get poisoned by the spiders, which is quite high, but sometimes it feels like an eternity before you
Yeah,
actually
because
get
the
poisoned.
spider have like less than fucking not a very low hit rate. But you will see when I will try to get it.
Yeah.
For now, I don't try to get it. I just want to kill them. Please die. Oh, I didn't watch the timer when I entered Nobilia, actually, that's really bad. Because I need to know if I have time to grind for... okay. If I have time to grind for Crush or not.
Yeah, but you should be fine.
I'm not sure. Depend on it's pretty tight if you start level up enough to have enough money and then level up the Crush. Take a lot of time. Okay, now I will try to get it, so I don't try to kill them anymore. Makes no sense. Eat me, baby, one more time.
The interesting thing about the spiders actually is that the spiders don't need to attack you to actually hit you. You just can run against those spiders.
And you can see they run away. They don't. Where are they?
I think they're gone.
Yeah, I will get back. I think.
Heal yourself.
Yeah, I have to eat. So you have to account the boy dodge. We have a low hit rate. Like you can see, just don't hit me. So annoying. Oh, okay, nice.
Nice one.
Oh, I didn't do.
Go for it. Still go.
Yeah, I will still have time, but I have three try normally.
First try hit or
no,
another try. Go for it. Go.
Where are you fucking going? Thank you.
Go back.
Okay,
it's
there's
late for the
poison tick. No, I didn't get lucky. You try to get one statue effect from the Mad Monk, and you ever want.
It's also a 1 to 8 chance.
No, yeah,
but the thing is,
it's 1 to 8 chance twice because he gives you 2 statues.
Yeah,
so
but the important thing is, I just want to notice that is actually you have a 1 to 8 chance to get poisoned or plagued.
Oh wow, I'm so lucky.
But it actually doesn't edge up to 1 to 4 chance. Like every status effect had just
it's
the chance to get a 1 of 8.
Why have you guys always in the middle of the...
Go back.
If I get plague, I will die. Yeah, just poison tick just happens. It's not too much damage. Yeah, that's why this glitch... it's lucky we have a lot of time to do it, because otherwise... You will probably reset if you don't have to wait.
Yeah.
We'll probably...
So you still have about 10
No,
minutes
I think
left.
you only do Atlas glitch, not the wall vulnerability thing. Because I will try to explain after maybe how that works if I have time. Because it's not only one glitch we will do, it's try to... Please hit me! Oh, okay, no, don't give me poison, I mean. Oh, wow. That's not bad actually, that's really not bad.
Yeah, actually the poison hits are not too bad.
Yeah, sometimes I can go forever before you get something. Oh, great.
That's a nice one.
Is that perfect? That's
And
all you
actually-
want. That's all you want to go.
And actually what Skarsnik is now doing is also input buffering those inputs.
Yeah, I just hold the.
So in between there's just about 1 frame.
Okay, the poison tick is no. Do I
poison-
have to wait or not? Yeah, let's
It
wait a
should be
bit.
fine if I kill you now.
Yeah, should be. Please kill me now. Okay,
Ow.
thank you. Oh, that was a poison tick.
You should check your status. I think that's what.
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah. Fuck me. Oh, sorry. I tried to. I should have checked the time because I have to reset the console now.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a SNES Classic.
So the problem we have right now is you have to imagine when we're using the glitch, the value for the attack power is actually overflowing. Like it goes straight from 1 to 65,000 and more, and then goes back to 1.
I should have said after the level up again.
And the problem is Skarsnik got hit right after the poison tick. And right after the poison tick, the value is so high that it's almost back to 1 or 2. And that's a problem why you couldn't do any damage.
Yeah, what happened is the game when he... why I'm trying... I don't know, I want to... when the game tried... When you die, he tried to remove all the statue you have on you. So he removes the poison and Atlas and other stuff. And he messed up the way he handles the Atlas buff. Because Atlas gives you like a 10 strength, for example.
Do you want to kill them or to get hit?
Yeah, I don't know actually, yeah. I'm still not sure. And what the game do, it's instead of using the storage value for the bonus strength you get from Atlas, you remove your the value from the poison timer for the next tick. So instead of removing like 10 strengths, you have like 30 at this point, something like that. He remove you like 200, so you get a negative value for the strength, and the game just it's too wide. It's weird for their value for me. Or you have a lot of strength. You will see if I get the V.
Yeah, we will definitely check the.
I have to check the time because I don't want to go too much overestimate because of this glitch can take. It's really not easy.
Yeah, you should be fine. You had like 3 to 4 minutes, so that's alright.
I think I will not do the farm. I will just go straight to the market after. Oh no, because I reset the console. Okay, yeah, whatever. The issue with all the glitch we'll do now, it's at this point we cannot save the game because if we save and load, we lose all your bonus. Okay, I have to get more spider now. I can get three spider at the same time, but one of them will go away after a while. So that's not really useless, and you can die actually if you do that. Oh, nice. Okay. Sometimes can.
And now first try, please.
Yeah, please.
Okay, second try.
Yeah. Oh no, I want to get away from there. Yeah, it's really scary because the big guy hit you for 15 damage or something like that.
Yeah, those big guys are really, really strong.
They can kill you easily.
The living dream of Atlas.
Yes. Don't worry, I have a save state when I have all the... Because the SNES Classic can allow you to have save state on your game, so I already made a save state when you have everything set up to continue the run, because there's no other way to get it. Okay, that's nice actually. I think I don't get it in 5 minutes. I will load the save state. I don't know. Please go away from the. Okay, nice.
That's a nice one. Yeah, should work.
Well, the poison tick will just be for. I will see.
I will keep track. Don't worry.
I lost the sound. Oh no, okay. Should be fine to die now.
Yeah, wait a second.
Yeah, but it's your no. Yes. Yeah, let's. If I get it in very fast, I will. No, I have to not load a save set actually. That's not a good idea. Yeah, the poison will go away because the seller, the seller didn't do enough damage. Yeah, this trick is very annoying because sometimes you get everything first try, like yeah, it's easy, and sometimes like nightmare, sometimes other stuff kill you. I think I will not level up. Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, just go for the hit. 75 is still enough.
No, it doesn't really matter because the timer, market timer, is still reset every time, so I can do every one I want, actually.
And this is basically one of the bigger problems in the Secret of Evermore speedrun. If you really get unlucky, like Skarsnik has got, you would already had reset this run if you do
because
do it in a marathon.
Yeah, it lost so much time already.
Like sometimes the problem is you get the poison tick, you get the confound or the plucked from the mad monk, and then apparently the enemies don't want to hit you for whatever reasons, and you're standing like there, come on, hit me already, and it doesn't happen. So the hit
probably should be faster to get another Atlas medallion actually. You don't have the money. Yeah, that's the issue. Yeah, we don't have money at this point. Please. Yeah, I'm sorry. It's really. It's not. It's not. Yeah, I can read some donation. I will say when there's something going on, because for now, just try to get it and try to get poison.
Unfortunately, we don't have any donations.
I'm
very
I
sorry.
get poison. Nice. Yeah, I will load the save state after that because I'm losing a lot of time. Where is the man monk? Oh wow, okay, that's
nice. Go for it. Should be fine.
Don't go away, you. I don't like you.
Nothing can happen, right?
Okay, the poison tick is a no. That should be.
Get the.
I think I will have to wait a bit.
No, just get hit straight away. Just get hit, then it's alright.
Yeah, I'm not. Okay, kill me now. Thank you.
Okay, nice. That should working.
Yeah, you will see what we'll say with a lot of damage. Yeah. Bye bye.
And the poison tick was actually pretty good, because the value is quite low after the poison tick.
Yeah, I can show you what happened actually. I have a lot of time. Yeah, see my strength value.
Yeah, if you see, we have a lot of attack and a lot of defense, and we are really good. The number is quite low.
Yeah, check. No, your normal threat at this point is like 30. Oh yeah. Another thing with this glitch, we have to hit enemy when you have no stamina actually. No, it's here.
Where is it? Right, yeah.
Yeah, picking up stuff can be finicky. Did I get everything on this screen? I don't remember. I think I don't get this right.
It's not too important. If you have enough money, you can buy the ingredients you need.
Yeah, I try to get extra to have more crush for safety. I know it's a grind because we have time to kill, so why not take more level to not eat less? Yeah, because at this point we cannot really die and we can destroy everything. I can see you. I can stay like that. Nothing can kill me. Oh yeah, I should probably explain what happened. The game can only handle 4 statues at the same time, and by stacking, we stack poison, we stack Atlas, so that's 2. We stack defense, so that's 3. We stack Pixigus, so that's 4, and we stack the plague. Yeah, I think that's the one I'm missing. We get 5 statues at the same time, and the game doesn't expect to have so much, so you remove one of them. And remove Pixie Dust actually. It's in short, you keep the statues that say where you have died. When you get revived, the game set a flag that say, oh yeah, we will not get it because you don't want to get it during animation. Means it's more convenient like that. I think it's not even it, it's just enemy stop interacting with you. Don't remember. But yeah, what happens, the game doesn't get lost and forget to do a lot of stuff, removing this effect. So we keep this effect, and we cannot get it.
Like actually we push the limit of the game quite far, so the game do not know what to do. And the reason why we're leveling up right now is just because we need the money. Every time you kill an enemy, you get a specific amount of money. And apparently every chapter in this game have his own value. Like
currency, if you know.
Yeah, the currency. The first one are claws, the second one are jewels, the third one are gold coins, and
no,
the last
first one is
credits.
Talon, I think. I think it's Talon on
It's Talon? Okay, yeah, claws were... I think claws was the one in
Claw is a weapon. Oh yeah, probably.
And
yeah, it's
another
the same
good
world,
thing is,
more or less.
And another good thing is, even that we can hit the enemies quite hard, our hit chance is quite low in comparison.
Yeah, and that's why we make lost time. It's because we miss like that.
And leveling up is a small way to improve your hit chance. Like leveling those 4 or 5 levels right now will increase our hit chance by, I think, by 4 up to 5%, which doesn't seem to be a lot, but in total it should increase the amounts of hits we can land.
Okay,
so we
one
go
more
for
level,
it.
no.
And at the Nobilia market we will try to trade something, and then we get the Jade Disc as well. And the Jade Disc increase our hit chance by 4%.
It's only 4%? I thought it was 10 or something like that.
No.
Oh, it's really low. Oh, it's really not that good. I need to focus, I need to go fast actually. Because the last level takes forever. Don't know why.
But I guess you should be fine. 120 is alright.
No, I need to buy enough crush, I need one more. I mean, I think I need the spider claw to be level 2. Something like that. I don't really remember. I just go for one level because it's safe.
Yeah, and we also have the time for it. Like some of our runners actually use the market timer quite efficient. Like leveling up as much as possible and getting all
yeah,
the
we
stuff
try to
done.
do the maximum amount of stuff we have to do because we're not really losing time by doing that. Okay, that's good. Now one really hard run is 100% because you have to do a lot of stuff in the market, so the more time you spend doing this, the less time you have for the market. Yeah. There are 2 boss. No, I don't want to do that. There are 2 boss we cannot hit with regular attacks, so we have to use spell.
That's enough, Squares.
Yeah, mess up all my pickup for Engania. Okay, should be enough money. No, I don't want to save. So we need one spell to kill the 2 boss. So we buy stuff.
Yeah.
Oh, I forget to level up again, but I will do it there.
You should be totally fine there.
Yeah, the all that look to cast normally in this game. 2. 3. Okay, that was too early. 4. 5.
So the reason why he's leveling up the crush spell is just because of 2 enemies, or 2 boss fights. The first one
it's
is
what 8, I think.
Aquagoth.
Yeah, I lost count. Whatever.
It should be number 9. 1, 2.
I still go to for 16 because I think it's 4 more after the level up, something like that.
So the first boss fight we need to kill with magic is actually the Aquagoth fight, because the Aquagoth is only... You can only hit the Aquagoth boss with a spear.
Okay, should be enough.
If you can throw the spear, so you need to level up your weapon, but since we do not do that, we need to rely on
I'm not sure where I am.
magic.
Oh yeah, yeah.
And the other one is the Verminator actually. He's sitting on a bunch of boxes, and so you can't hit him with melee weapons. So the only option would be the spear as well, but we don't have the spell leveled up. So that's not a valid option, so we have to kill him with the magic. And in addition to the magic, we actually use the call beats. You always get call beats from, let me say, the major characters in each chapter. And the damage from the call beats actually depends on the highest spell you have actually leveled right now.
Should I try to get the max amulet? Yeah.
It doesn't matter if you get it for 15 bags, it's alright. Like, we can actually screw this guy over.
Yeah, this guy is like, yeah, take this amulet for 30
yeah, like he begins with 30 bags of rice for 1 amulet, then you can push him down to 15.
Yeah, like
then
1?
to 5, 3,
say no,
and then 1 for 1, and he is like, come on, get rid, 3 amulets for 1. But the problem is, if you push him too far down, he actually stops selling you amulets.
Yeah, so. I forget to buy the bean.
Do you mind if I throw in a question real quick?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, sure.
So the chat was asking this earlier too, and I apparently missed it as well. Where did the doggo go?
The thing is, when you enter Act 2, when you enter Act 2, you actually see that the dog and the boy is falling down the waterfall. And since at this point they get separated, and so far we only see that the boy is stranding on the beach and tries to find the doggy. Just the dialogue at the beginning is,
Yeah, it's like, oh,
I'm
where's
not
the dog?
yeah, I'm not sure where I am, so I'm just going to search for the dog. And the question or the answer to your question will be answered quite shortly, because the next cutscene will actually solve that.
All right, I'll pay attention then.
Like, you already had the small cutscene where you can
So
see
why is
the
on this
dog.
for loading and that's fine. Yeah, this NPC has a lot of interesting gear. We have nothing to do, so I will show some stuff. Yeah.
Yeah,
So wind crashing over us, controlling us. It's true, I tell you.
you should
It's true.
show the mighty chicken as well.
Yeah,
So
we are
the
merely
ultimate
sprites that dance in the beck and call of your button pressing overload. This is a video game, don't you see? We are characters in a video game.
Liar, burn him.
This guy is not case. Oh yeah, we can transform
We
the guy
should-
in something.
We could go for chicken.
Oh yeah, let's go for chicken. I know we can do that. Do you want to do it? Because
Should I mash it?
yeah, I want to keep my stamina to mash. You have to mash 100 times, something like that.
I'm not even sure if it worked on that chicken, I hope.
Hey, it's practice.
Did we actually test it on this chicken? Oh yeah.
Hey, you.
Hey, you! Yes!
Yes,
you!
you.
Do not taunt chickens.
Oh, it doesn't say that.
You have to talk to the
Oh, you have
goat.
to. What? You have to do it again, I think.
You have to talk to the goat.
Oh, okay. Where is the dog? Where is one goat? I think
There.
taunt
Taunt
the
the
goat
goat
if you want. But leave the chicken alone. Yes, you can do it again, actually. Don't remember what it do.
Yeah, you can do it again, and then he's just blowing up you again.
Yeah, I want the timer, please.
So, the thing why I love the game also so much is actually that they put so many small stuff in that, like with the chicken
yeah,
and,
but a lot of
and the
items
goat and
stuff.
such.
It's really nice because there's no. If you hear the game, the sound, there's no music. You only hear the sound of the market, and the first area was like that. You only hear a frog. Oh, it's done
wow.
already nice.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And now,
we
and now you have to pay attention, because now you get the answer to your dog.
we play the dog for a bit in the cutscene, and you.
Like, one of the biggest thing in this game is, in every act, your dog is actually changing the form. And apparently, out of randomness, the dog is actually the holy dog.
No, the sacred dog.
Yeah, the sacred dog, not the holy dog. And the thing is, they try to find the person who have to fight Vigor. And this person is actually chosen by the sacred dog. And since it's your dog, it's just normally that the dog goes straight to you. And this is just basic dialogue, like, yeah, you know what you have to do, you were chosen, like typical main character
My
dialogue.
machine is bad for this text box. Here we have to wait for the gate to open so I can pick up stuff.
Yeah.
Actually, yes, I need some stuff there. I need the coal bean. And now we wait.
Like, it's not too long, actually, it's quite
Yeah.
short. And actually the dialogues between the boy and the dog are really great, like, this time don't make any stupid stuff.
I hope I will get the quick kill on this guy.
By the way-
it's not easy.
Pay attention to the background at the right, you can actually see characters from the Final Fantasy games.
Oh wow, I'm 10 minutes behind, I think, already.
Yeah, should be fine.
Yeah, I should be...
Like, at this point of the game, we do not have any trouble anymore.
Yeah, I should squeeze the estimate. Yeah, Atlas is really annoying because
The pulverizing Prince of Pandemonium.
because I don't like this name in the US version. Oh, by the way, we don't explain why you don't play like on Japanese version because there's no Japanese version.
Oh yeah, there's actually no Japanese version. Secret of Evermore was exclusive to the European and American market, and so the Japanese people didn't have the joy to actually play.
Oh,
this.
I get it. Nice. Oh, it didn't run away.
That was
now.
good.
Did I mess up the sound now? Oh, sadly.
I was a bit worried that you was maybe too early, but it was all fine.
It doesn't soft lock on the SNES Classic.
Oh, that's nice.
You just mess up the sound. It's fun.
Like sometimes on the Super Famicom or the Super Nintendo, if you kill Vigor too early, you can actually soft lock.
It's not really early. It's when he's doing some animation, you have to not kill him.
Yeah. And right now, the guy is telling us...
Oh wow, the dog is level 1 still. I have to kill stuff to not... At this point, the run really starts. The RNG is not much here, it's purely your skill at the game that matters at this point.
Yes.
There's some RNG, but it's really how you're good at this game. The first part is really... There are a lot of RNG, sometimes you cannot kill one boss and you have to reset, by the way, because you're dead. And Atlas can troll you, but at this point you can do... You're really on you. So on you.
Basically the story right now is the guy, Pompilonius, I think is his name.
Yeah, something like that.
Just tell you that you should find your answer to your question at the west of the... oh god, I'm getting old.
Yeah, I don't remember the name of the area.
Like the beginning screen, actually, there on the left side there's a bridge where you can not pass because you need the dog. And he basically told you this is a place where you might find your answers. And they tell us you actually have to find 2 diamond eyes. And he strongly believes that one of the diamond eyes are placed in the pyramid, and the other diamond eye is played in the Colosseum.
Oh, where is the boy? Okay, thank you.
You got so lucky that the dog...
Yeah, so that was like that was so scary. I think I will kill another stuff. Will be safe. No, not this one. Where's the sailor? Okay, it's not yet. That's new. Oh yeah, this part is called Don't Fall in Pits.
Yeah, the interesting thing is there are invisible bridges, and they are always there. The thing is, normally if you try to get over those bridges, you normally fall down. Like, there's no other way around that, and so you try to get over it. And apparently, if you...
Ooh, that was scary. Where is the dog? Okay.
And if you fall down, you actually land in a camp. And the guy tell you, oh, come on, I have a spell for you, so you can see the bridges. And after this, it's got quite easy, just because you can see the bridges. But since we're a speedrunner, we know exactly where those bridges are. But to be honest...
It's still scary.
To be honest, even the best runners are scared of those bridges because really, really good runs died to bridges.
This dungeon is like... Oh, we exploit a lot the 2 characters of the game. We switch a lot between the 2.
Yeah. That was a mini-boss fight, actually.
Yeah, go away, no. Yeah, that was a mini-boss.
Yeah, directed by Michael Bay.
Yeah. All boss will go at this point. Just run through him and mash attack and they die. Okay, I will do something new comparing to... I think the only one to do it like that still. Who I'm playing? Ah, no! Okay, whoa. Oh, fuck. I think I will do the normal way. Oh, okay, I get lucky.
So actually, we call this the AI leash. And we can manipulate the dog to walk over specific triggers. And just because we change after the AI triggers to the boy, the dog is not the active player anymore, and it won't activate any triggers at all. And in this way, we can actually get over a lot of triggers quite easily.
And you have to use a healing item on the boy to him to stay in place, because otherwise you run around and the dog try to follow him. Oh, I have to... Okay, this trick is new too. It got discovered 2 weeks ago, something like that. Oh, okay, it's good. No! I exit the room.
Okay, basically the
Forget
trick
to
worked,
switch.
but the dog doesn't play it.
No, I don't know why I switched back to the dog. That was stupid. No, it made me not work. No, okay. I wanna short shot. Okay, good. Yeah, it seemed like it's hard to explain all the save time, but we try to skip a mini cutscene that brings the dog back to you when you cross the bridge. We want the dog to stay at the entrance so we can exit the screen faster.
Normally we just fall down the pit on a specific point, and falling down and getting a small dialogue with the boy and the dog is actually a little bit slower than doing it this way. The problem is...
oh, what?
yeah, 4 misses. The problem is the technique is not...
No! Why he run to the fucking... The sound will be messed up, I think. No? I get so unlucky, no?
Like the thing is...
oh, that restores the sound. Okay, nice.
Yeah. And actually changing the route there a little bit with the strats allows us to be a little bit faster after this
Oh,
as
why
well.
is that new? Well, okay, that whatever. Yeah, this is a boss.
Yep. Basically that all bosses right now.
Yeah, Atlas Glitch is so strong for the game.
And actually the last bosses just last a little bit longer because they have a crazy amount of HP.
Yeah, there's a lot of... It's crazy.
And this was the first diamond eye.
Okay, don't fall in pit part 2. Yeah, okay, that's good. We try to keep the dog alive, so we try to make it stay at the entrance of screen so we don't... okay, we go slow there. I really don't like this one.
And this is the main reason why we actually need the dog at the pyramid. If you open the door here, the dog gets an entrance to a specific area just for the dog. And we can set the dog to the specific triggers in the room. And every trigger in the room opens a specific door. We already had the idea to maybe skip getting the dog in Act 2. But so far we're not able to get over the bridge on the left side of the beach. But
yeah,
even
we want to skip the market timer, what we call the market timer.
Yeah,
the 15 minutes of waiting.
Yeah, basically we want to skip the market timer, but the other problems are if we do not have the dog, we are not able so far to beat the pyramids.
Yeah, you need the bronze axe. You need the axe to finish.
And without beating or finishing the pyramid, we do not get an axe to actually break specific walls.
You don't need it you don't really need it actually. You just need it to do the pyramid. It's so weird. I mean, you need the bronze axe. It's a force trigger, force something you really need to have just to enter the boss. Not even just like that. It's arbitrary. There's not. You have nothing to.
Don't forget your wings.
No, I have enough.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because I don't do I didn't get the tracks and skip, so I have enough money. One more? Nah.
So actually, what Skarsnik has tried to do is to actually get a frame perfect trigger skip. Like the boy will trigger the trigger, and while switching to the dog 1 frame after it, he's actually able to move, even if he's in a cutscene.
Yeah, we try to. You try to save time between the. Oh, I forget. Between the buckets of force of the cameras that go to the boys and back to the dog and stuff. What I'm doing? Get away. Okay, you can talk about the spear maybe.
Oh yeah, the spear is let me say it like this. Every different weapon in this game have a different set of animation.
A different speed.
And just because every weapon have a different animation, they also have different movement speeds while you are running. And apparently the spear does have the fastest animation, so we always try to get back to the spear.
Yeah, when we can't, we get back to the spear.
Even after getting another weapon, we switch immediately to the spear, because the time save for using the spear is so significantly that it's not even worth it to keep the, for example, the sword or the axe after we got it.
Yeah, it was done.
And this is actually pretty scary because the door is still open. And if we leave the scene before we got the diamond eyes,
yeah, because
we actually
you don't get the diamond eyes.
we actually don't get the diamond eyes, and we have to redo the fight.
Yeah, I opened the menu on the dog to cancel the animation spell of the boss. Save a bit of time. Yeah, let's take. Ooh, that was a bit scary. Okay, good. Okay, let's see if I get lucky again there. Yeah, okay, now I have to do normal way. Ah, really, it went the... Oof, okay. Yeah, this trick is important. You have to take your time, because, otherwise you lose 3 minutes, something like that.
Yeah, the thing is, if we skip or we call this the diamond eye skip.
Yeah.
And so far, we got the 2 diamond eyes in our back. And if we have the 2 diamond eyes and goes into the trigger at this point in the screen, the small cutscene will start, and
there's a small fight.
And the fake harasser actually took away the 2 diamond eyes. But the problem is, at the end of the game, we actually need the 2 diamond eyes to actually continue in the game, or to progress in the game, to say the least. And if we skip that small cutscene, we keep the diamond eyes, and we do not need to get them back later. So we save a lot of time. Apparently, if you somehow mess the diamond skip up, your run is not dead. You will lose just about 3 minutes, I guess is probably right, just because you can do another boss fight in the first act to get items to actually get the same progress. But having the diamond
get the wheel and 2 gold, okay.
Exactly, yeah. And actually keeping the diamond eyes is basically just faster. And an interesting fact that you see right there, we still have the diamond eyes.
Yeah.
Why the hell does this guy still have another set of diamond eyes?
Yeah, that was a boss again.
Yeah, and just a really small speedrun strat here. Skarsnik actually goes down to actually avoid lag caused by the explosion.
Yeah, the Michael Bay explosion.
Yeah, the Michael Bay explosion.
They lag the game, so we don't want to see them.
And basically, we are most likely halfway through the game. Like, we call the third...
Yeah, if you have some question or donation, this cutscene is like 1 minute length.
Yeah, like just go for it.
Yeah, if you have question or donation, you can go for it, because we don't really... we have to smash the eggs. I'm Tini the barbarian.
Yeah.
I'm strong.
I actually like it when he starts flexing, you can actually hear the sound of the explosion, which seems really good.
Hey.
That's what I call a good flex.
Yeah. So strong he checks the screen. Oh, we have no pit to fall into, no? That's nice. Yeah, this cutscene is long.
Yeah, so basically, the boy and the dog are still trying to find their way back to...
Yeah, we didn't explain the story at all, so we've been...
I have to admit, I just remember the story from the German version. So the interesting fact, the different version of the game, the American and the European version, they all have different translations. And in the German translation, you refer to Groß Ostheim, which was basically the city where this game was actually developed. And at the beginning of the game, there's a small cutscene you can skip. You see the boy and the dog in front of a cinema. And in the beginning, you see the small cutscene where the boy and the dog is in front of a cinema. And actually, the dog is chasing a cat. And the cat is actually running into a laboratory where they found a crazy machine, and apparently this machine teleports the boy and the dog
to Evermore, to the land of
Evermore. And the thing is, the journey actually starts in the last chapter, So basically, we going
Yeah, we
back
don't
at
see
the
it, but you
beginning
start
to
at
the space station.
in a space station. Yeah, you don't see it because we skip the. I have to run. No dialogue. No way of waiting for something.
And apparently, when you start in the space station, you actually
Please
make
don't
your
block
way.
me. Thank you.
You
No, don't kill the dog. Okay,
You
that's
actually
nice.
made your way down to Evermore, and then you start in the forest, which is the first actor.
Yeah, from this, the main goal of this game is to find a way home. Because we reach the space station and we get thrown away by the bad guy of the game. Here try to wait before entering the teleporter for the dog to catch up, because otherwise he walks slowly.
Yeah, normally you have to wait for the dog
Yeah,
to
he walks a bit.
get this, and if you a lot faster than the dog, it quite took a while, like 4 to 5 seconds, and we try to avoid that by somehow manipulating the way of the dog moving.
Yeah, go there and do that. Okay, this is the first boss we... No, the dog was on the... That was dumb of me. I don't know why the dog go on teleporter, that's the first time I see that actually. Yeah, since we will cast spell, we try to move with the dog.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6... 4, I forget one. Whatever, should be alright. I forget to cancel.
Yeah, the interesting fact about this fight is actually
1, 2...
the software of the Nintendo
6,
does actually have a
7.
limit. And the boss fight here have a lot of sprites. And if we cast too many spells, we can actually hard lock the game. Like...
I think I cast whatever, I didn't count properly.
So you see the tentacles that are attacking the small sparky things, the boss himself. And it's basically just too much for the game.
I'm not sure it will die. Oh, it's dead, nice. I did not mess up too much. Yes, the proper cast is we try to cast 7 crush, 7 crush, 7 crush and 5 flare. If you cast 8 spell, you can soft lock the game if the boss do another spell itself. Witty. I love this song. And now we have a new dog.
Yeah, just wait for it. You can already see a small peek of that in the right bottom corner. But to be honest, the dog from Act 3 is the most annoying dog.
Yeah, it's mal. It looked bad when I sculpted this one actually.
So basically the story right now is you actually discovered that the so-called Orglins are doing weird stuff. And now you're here, you now have a poodle. And this guy actually tell you, why don't you visit the castle and just look around if you find maybe an answer to you.
Yeah, that's the risk when you try to you bash and you forget to keep track where you are.
And at this point it's important to notice at the Nobilia market before, we actually got the amulet of Karong. And this amulet is important.
This NPC on the way.
And this is actually important because we need a ticket for the freak show. And this ticket for the freak show is needed to continue in the game, and so we bought it for exactly 1 amulet.
You can get one before, but it takes a lot of time. Okay, don't mess up.
Yeah, it depends. Like if you really forgot, about the amulet at the Nobilia market. You can actually get 1 amulet in this act as well at the beginning.
Yeah, again, if you have question and stuff, because we have 3-minute cutscene to go through.
Yeah.
Yeah, this part have a lot of cutscenes. It's crazy.
Actually, the one thing that Skarsnik was doing was a small cutscene skip. In front of the man, there's actually a trigger that triggers a small cutscene where people coming around and looking, hey, what is a freak show? What can we see there? But apparently those trigger is not behind this guy. And if you talk to him from the back, so you basically walk around the trigger, you are able to skip this cutscene. It's just about 14 to 15 seconds. But it's really important for the speedrun that you try to save that time as well.
Yeah, as you can see, the freak show is a scam because
it's not a scam, it's all true.
Yeah, it's all true. This was
a Unigoat. You don't believe in Unigoats?
Yeah, don't judge John.
Come on, the guy with the levitating head was completely
just
true.
a man in the box, but whatever. I think the last one is the best because try to scam with your own dogs.
Actually, the last scam is pretty funny in the German version. You will see it right now. Wait for it.
The poodle doodle.
Yeah, in English they call it the pig poodle, which is
Oh, yes,
basically a really bad combination of
Yeah,
that.
it's not really
In
clever,
German,
actually.
in German they just connect the word from Schwein and Pudel, so they call it the Schwudel, which sounds really funny to
Yeah,
be honest.
the sound is really nice. I don't speak German, but I like the sound of it.
Ladies
and gentlemen, I can start mashing that nice. The
pig race is about to begin. And they're off. Truffle Trouble is leading the pack. But wait, a new entry is tearing up the track. Look at that pig go.
Yeah, for some reason
We have a winner.
Yeah, in this part, the winner of the pig race NPC told you that if you win the pig race, you can meet the queen of the realm.
Just as a fun fact, all the pigs that actually lost in this race are served at the buffet after this.
Even the winner is too.
No, the winner is fine. That's your dog.
No, you still but the winner still ends in the kitchen.
Ah, that's true.
You will not see it because we skip this part.
And please don't mess up.
You have to watch.
So apparently there's a really important skip that saves a lot of time.
No, it's so hard to do. No, it's really
like basically the trick is really easy, to be honest. You just hold down and mash the A button. But the problem is, if you don't get the banquet skip, you actually have to do a lot of stuff with the doggy. Like there are pipes below the castle, and there you have to find your way. It's basically a big labyrinth. And skipping that actually allows us to continue straight to the chess field where you want to go.
And also the dog is so under level at this point, there's no armor, so you can easily die with the dog, probably.
Yeah, and before you're wondering, just because we have this banquet skip, we actually get lots of our status bar, and it also removes our dog. But after we beat the next boss, it will everything go back to normal.
Yeah, no, we wait for the dog to catch on us.
We basically need a screen change where we actually also change the music, and then more stuff is changing.
What? When it get cancelled? That was weird.
But it was quite fine, I would say.
Yeah, that's still alright, but when it get cancelled, I think.
Like this boss fight is really annoying in a speedrun. There are strats where you can kill him in about 2 seconds. And if you miss him one time, it can happen that he actually goes away and run over the whole chess field, and you're just chasing him like playing mice with cats or so. It's really annoying in a speedrun. And hey, apparently the power source.
Oh, it didn't explain the wing stuff, because I used the wing and it did not work.
Yeah, the wings didn't work. Why did you use it? So apparently every time we're using the wings are normally there to get you back at the entrance of a specific dungeon.
Oh, my map. Where is it? Yeah. Okay, I need my map. Yeah, it's also
I will hold it for you. I did that too, so don't worry. The thing about the wings is, every time you're not in a dungeon or in anything where you can normally go back, the wings tells you it didn't work. But apparently, somehow the developer of the game messed it a little bit up, because...
I don't think they mess up. I think the first thing they do with the wing is make you not eatable. I think I'm lost already. I think I have to go live there. Where I am. Yeah, this way.
Like the thing
is, don't try to explain so we do that's not a good idea.
Just focus on the run scare, it's alright. Apparently, so the wings will actually remove you from the screen, so the enemies will not attack you anymore. And we actually use that strategy to have some screens to be a lot more easier. In runs earlier, where we do not knew about the Atlas glitch, for example, we were using the wings at the final boss fight quite frequently. So the boss fight is not able to, the boss is not able to hit you, and so the boss fight was rather easy. I mean, with the new setup, it's even more easy, but
Yeah, it's
but the
also
wings
true.
were already a really good idea to get rid of a difficult fight. And later on, when we
Should be
need
right and up.
yes, and if we later get 2 gauges to get to progress in the game, we actually use the 2 wings again to
Yeah, you can do.
actually force enemies to not getting hit.
Yeah, I need for the whatever. Yeah, this part is the dark forest. Oh, no, don't go away. Oh, the secret. Yeah, this part is called the dark forest. The huge maze. You have to really do a map if you want to go casually to
Yeah.
it. Because I have to switch weapon.
But apparently there's a small hind inside of the trees. In the trees there are sitting small owls or whatever they are. And every time you see those small owls, you actually know you're on the right path, like this one.
It should be up, then right, then up, if I remember.
So they actually put a really good hind for you as a casual player to solve it. But apparently, which a lot of people do not know, in the first forest maze, which is a lot bigger than the second one, there are actually two ways you can go, and both of them actually have those oils in the trees sitting. So you have to pay attention. But on the other hand, if you don't get the right way on the first try, you actually get a spell. So that's not bad at all.
You can get a spell and other stuff. You think two stuff? I think it's left and up.
And top, yes.
Yeah, the second part is very small comparing to the first one. Oh, that's the first time I see him go this way.
And for example...
Oh, the dog is dead, okay.
Yeah, doesn't matter. For example, we're now getting
Another
the
spear.
lance, and since we had a really good Atlas glitch, we do not need to switch back to a lower level spear. Because sometimes when the Atlas glitch is, let me say, bad, then it could happen that a stronger weapon actually pushes the value of the strength over the limit again, and then you go back to like 1, 2 or 3 attack power. And if that happens in a run,
Yep.
or especially in a race, you can avoid that by going back to a lower weapon. If it's really go wrong for you, like you get a really bad Atlas but you still continued, you can still switch back to the first weapon, the bone. Because the bone does have the lowest attack power,
Yeah, only
but
give 10.
apparently the bone does have the slowest animation of running. Which makes us a little bit sad, but it's better
Yeah,
than losing a
imagine
whole run.
you add 1 PB with that. You have to switch to the spear and the bone every time you go fight. You have to switch back to the bone. This part is, I love this part. I don't know, it's not hard, but I don't love it.
Yeah, it's kind of cool.
Ah, the miss. Yeah, where is the other one now? Oh, it was here.
I do like it that they actually keep a robot
Yeah,
in this place. It's it feels so it feels so wrong to have a robot at this point, but it's Evermore.
yeah. No, we trying to reach the second boss. We need to use magic. After
Actually, the music is really good at this
that,
point.
I think I will play safe on the boss because I use the crow extract on this boss. You do 8 cast and 7.
Yeah, you shouldn't worry. Your casting is way
Yeah,
up the level.
Yeah, I will go to 7, whatever. I don't really give.
And just a small explanation, because maybe some of you are wondering why is this called any % no Verminator
Oh,
skip?
it's okay. It's working on this.
The next boss fight is actually the Verminator, and for a really long time we do not have a setup to actually skip the Verminator fight for 100%. We still don't have it, and the problem is if you skip the Verminator, you go back into the Sawyers at some point, and it actually saves about a minute. But the problem is, since 2 sounds try to play at the same time, you actually get a lot of problems on your console. And at most consoles...
Why I didn't cast the flare, whatever.
And at most consoles, this skip actually softlock your game and you can't continue. We actually found out that
He's dead, I
if you... we actually found out if you put the sound from the game to mono instead of stereo,
Yeah, this is
the Verminator skip get way more consistent. Like you have several different consoles like the Super Famicom, the Super Nintendo, the Fat SNES, the one from America, for example, the Classic and such, and we did improve the consistency of the skip. But still it's not 100%, and so we keep the categories still separated in no Verminator skip and Verminator skip, because we want that if anybody is running this category, we have basically, well, what should we say, the same status like at this point.
Yeah. Also for a marathon, we don't really want to have this soft lock because you mess up. I don't know.
Like basically, we do not want to force somebody to buy a specific console just to have a faster time. That's why we keep those categories separated so far.
Also for marathon, it's not a bad idea, because especially if you have to play with mono, it's really bad.
Like we were really discussing a lot about if we fuse those two categories or not. But since it's not getting 100% consistent, we say nope. As long as it's not consistent, we can't fuse those categories.
Yeah, I don't want to talk too much about it because it's not really... can be a touchy subject, so not really.
Yeah.
I just don't go for it yet because I don't want to bother with it. It doesn't save that much time currently.
Yeah. And even like Skarsnik said, if you do it in a marathon run, there's still the chance of soft locking the game.
Yeah.
And if we soft lock at the Verminator skip, we actually have to start on Act 2 again, which is probably a 40-minute time loss.
Oh, so far so good. Oh, that was perfect.
Really, really good.
That was so smooth.
Except for the confound.
I didn't get the drop too. Okay, let's see if I get cutscene RNG now. Yeah,
bad cutscene RNG. Like there are several different cutscenes that can happen. This one was actually the bad one, like the dog is going around this.
Yeah, the dog is supposed to follow you down, and for some reason sometimes it go up, and you lose 3 seconds for nothing. Like
yes,
nothing you can do about it.
I just remember the times when our speedrunners like Kroak and Metasigma were running this game for a really good time, and at the point where they reached the part to actually hit the sub 117, Kroak was on a really, really good run, and he was actually on a sub 117 pace. But apparently, all the cutscenes went wrong, and just because all the cutscenes were so bad and so slow, it actually wasn't a sub 117. It was something like a 117.02 or something like that.
Yeah.
So if they had the good RNG, it could have been the sub 117.
Yeah, actually, there's 3 cutscenes that have this kind of stuff. The Fire Eyes one, it doesn't matter because what did I do actually? I think I didn't. Yeah, Fire Eyes cutscene. Fire Eyes can follow you straight down and can go left.
Yes.
It doesn't lose time because the next part trigger with the boy walking off the hut, but some things that can happen. Yeah, this part of the run is pretty boring. There's a lot of walking.
Yeah, we call this the Act 3. We always call the cutscene percent.
Yeah,
like the basic story right now is we actually discovered that there's not only one castle, there are 2. And we always thought that the first castle is a good castle, which it isn't apparently. And so the queen from the second castle actually says, yeah, this is is an evil clone of myself, and we need to destroy it. And so we trust her because we already knew about 2 different evil clones so far.
Yeah, because she knows the other character from.
Yes.
Don't forget to switch to the spear. It's up.
That's all fine. Like the only reason we didn't change to the spear right now was because we need the axe to actually break those barriers. And as you can see, after we pass the barriers, we actually go straight back to the spear.
Okay. This part is really annoying. Because you don't want your dog to die, actually.
Yeah, but in about, let me say,
Yeah.
90% of your runs, the dog dies.
Yeah, one hit is dead.
And apparently the attacks of the monsters are really weird because sometimes they only hit the dog with 0 damage.
Yeah, that's so weird. Sometimes they
And,
do nearly
and
nothing.
sometimes they hit the dog with a really, really high number.
Okay, don't. No, he's dead. Ah, I cannot go for the fast rat.
Yeah, just go for the slow strat with the dog, that's fine.
No, we're playing, okay.
So the thing is about this boss fight, the boss
yeah,
can
less of
actually
this menu. For whatever.
the boss can actually grab you and pull you down. And so we try to not getting grabbed by him, and apparently the dog can't get grabbed by the dragon. So it's a really safe strat to go at first with the doggy to actually kind of spawn the boss fight,
Yeah,
and then to go with the boy to hypnotize the dragon so he stops moving.
and if you
and
saw,
then
I
we
was
can
really
kill him.
careful how I hit this guy, because if I move into the boss, I will get through at the bottom of the tower. It loses a lot of time. You don't really die, but it loses a lot of time. So you have to be very careful, because even if you miss one and you keep moving, you get grabbed. What you can try if the dog is alive and you get good RNG, it stuck the boss in the far left of the screen
Yes.
with the dog, and you can attack safely.
By the way, we should give shoutouts to Zolarcell because he's the unreal man of Evermore, because he had a really, really good run. And it was likely his last run for the day, and he was like, I go all in. And he just ran straight to the dragon, attacked him, got into the ledge, and didn't even need to use the hypnotize stuff and such. And that for sure was a really, really good time, because he do not wasting time for preparing and the stuff.
I always do it. I always run with the dog when he's alive, and then
Yeah.
if Sterling is not the right position, you don't do it, because it will not work.
So basically what happened now that...
Oh yeah, this part is fun, because you get the first cutscene with skip, with the blanket skip. That the queen tell you, hey, go to the other part of the rim to chase people away or to kill them or whatever, I think.
Yes.
So
It's like basically the banquet skip happened so that your dog actually destroy the banquet. And the queen orders you to, hey, what have you done? And apparently he told you, okay, I'm fine, but do me a favor. You need to go to Eben Castle, the castle where we come from right now.
Yeah, we just came from.
And we should put down the drawbridge. And the interesting thing is, we don't care. We just walk to the left and actually start the end of the last chapter.
Yeah.
By the way, this woman is actually called in the German version of the game Gunilla von Fettamse, which is a really, really good name.
Okay.
That was good. And this is basically my favorite theme of the game.
Yeah, morally, I think I will be above estimate probably.
Yeah, a little bit. Like, did you ever imagine how a fat woman can destroy a whole castle by jumping down?
Yeah.
I have to admit, every time I see that cutscene, I always have I came in like a wrecking ball stuck in my head.
I came in like a wrecking ball.
And basically he destroys a whole castle with that.
Yeah, she destroys the base of the castle. And the queen, Yukin is like, oh yeah, here's some money, yeah, just run away. And it's another part when you can
Hopefully we get
cutscene
good
RNG.
RNG.
Yeah, no, I want bad RNG. I didn't. Yeah, this cutscene is the worst because each character can go the long way around up, and each time one character does it, it's 7 seconds lost.
Yeah.
So you can lose like
It's
21
really
seconds for
annoying.
nothing. That's nice.
Like, for real, the worst RNG that could happen is that the king is going around, then the boy is going around, and then the dog is going around.
No, I get stuck very well.
This actually happened not that often, but
I never see it.
I had it once, and it
Oh,
was
wow.
really depressing. Like,
Yeah,
standing there waiting for, are you already done? So even to get 2 circles, let me say, is quite rare. But a lot of times you get it that the king or the boy going around. The
Yeah,
circle.
now we walk back again to the other side. there's nothing much that going on. That's really this part. Oh.
Yeah, just basically we going back to the castle, and Tinker, our friend, actually building a flying machine. And with this flying machine, he actually tells us he need several different ingredients, and he tell us he need a gauge,
A power
he
source.
needs a wheel, and he needs the diamond eyes.
Yeah, it needs a diamond
And
eyes
the-
to power the
Yes,
the
yes.
rocket.
Yes, and the interesting
I have to. There's not a cutscene there.
and the interesting part is the game actually do not care about how many gauges or wheels you got. You just have to give
Yeah, it
back
doesn't care what you give them. You just need a certain three item. You will see
Exactly.
why. You will see what.
Exactly, you just need 3 amounts of items. And for example, if you mess up the diamond eye skip, you go for getting 1 gauge, flying back, fly again back to the gauge to get a second one, because the
That-
jar will always fill up.
Yeah, that
And
comes
then
with
you
other
get-
ones.
And then you get also for a wheel, because for some reasons you can't get, or at the last time you have to give up 2 items, not only 1. So you have to pick up the wheel, and the wheel is actually hidden at the first boss fight we have. Like the first boss fight was the magma fight, not the magma fight, sorry, the fract fight. And what's interesting is in the German version the later Thrax is actually called Hulk Thrax in German, which is quite fun.
Yeah, we cannot get the diamond eyes, by the way, because we need one spell we didn't get, and we have no way to get it now.
Yeah, basically the spell Skarsnik was talking about is the levitate spell.
Yeah, the spell that
And-
make you leave rock normally is the rock we skip at the beginning.
Yeah, and normally we get the levitate spell before
Why
we
have so
go
many
into the
Colbins, no?
volcano.
That's why.
Before we went into the volcano, but since we can skip the swamp just because of removing the sprites with the trick, we
Oh.
actually do not need the spell.
Again, we use wing here. It's not really. It's not really for us to move correctly, just because we don't want the dog to get stuck somewhere by a flower that hit him. Because you have to wait for the dog to have
Yeah.
all this animation to go. So yeah, we're supposed to get the levitation spell at the top of the volcano, but it's not there. The top
Yes.
is get blown up, so...
Like, you get the levitate spell at the top of the volcano, and actually you need pepper for it.
Mud
And-
pepper, yeah.
And yes, mud pepper, and apparently Blimp only is the only person who actually have mud pepper so far. And Blimp at this point is living in the swamp
Don't go my
and
way.
just get taken away when the volcano explode and actually overwater the swamp.
You can't even get to Salaborg anymore. The thing on the water doesn't trigger the...
Yes. So basically the swamp is not available
Okay, I have
anymore.
to go the skip the next time. don't do it, that's the bad idea. So we'll do the gorge thing again. So it's not really a nice part, but to watch actually.
Yeah, the interesting or the not interesting part about this part of the game is that it's actually quite boring, just because you fly to the specific point, get the gauge, going back, then you do it again, and then you're finally done.
That's so... Yeah, you have to really learn a lot of cutscene, and sometimes you forget, sometimes there's no text to match, and you just directly get, you want to save or something. I think that will work. Okay, yes. Yeah, you have to be careful, because we try to land the fastest we want, but sometimes you mess up and you land somewhere else. That's not fun. So again, we will use wing again. Oh, I have an extra wing. I can use it to get... Oh yeah, yeah, because I skip the... Yeah, I do the new skip in the ruin, so I have an extra wing.
And this is basically what I explained earlier. We use the wings to actually get, let me say, to get erased from the field. So enemies won't attack us. I mean, it's not a problem for the boy because he can't get hit anyway. But the dog actually is vulnerable, so we try to
Yeah, we'll be
get
like
rid
5
of the
minutes
attacks
something like that.
from the dog, and sometimes it could happen if you don't use the wings that the dog is actually trapped inside of the screen somewhere. And if you step on the trigger, it actually took a really long time before the dog is actually
I could have used the wing
going
there.
with you.
That was... Ah. That wasn't bad. Why I tried to attack too early? That was...
So, and the next thing Skarsnik is trying to attempt is actually a landing skip, which means...
yeah, if you notice when you enter the lift up animation and when you land the land animation, and we can skip this, but that get rid of the wind walker. I think I don't remember the name of this thing. It should be work now. Yeah,
Yes.
let's go in the corner.
And you can see, just because of that, we actually landing in Act 3, and
Yeah.
apparently our flying machine is gone. The interesting thing is, in Act 3 there's only one landing zone, so basically you soft lock
No,
yourself...
there are two landing zone.
No, there's just one in Act 3.
No, there are one at the bottom of the desert.
That's not Act 3.
Oh, actually, yeah. No, they're not. Oh, they're not another one. The other part of the castle. I think there are for each castle.
No, there's just one.
So yeah, we build the rocket with
Yeah.
with
So
parts.
basically, what I wanted to say is, basically you are soft lock, and if you're a casual player, you can't progress anymore.
Yeah.
But you have to save and quit.
Yeah, it's
and
to
if you
save and
reload
load
your save,
yeah, you get
then
back
it's
your
back.
ship. But we can do that now.
And we believe this skip actually works because the game is quite unfinished at the end. Like there are some...
Yeah, they didn't test a lot of things at the end.
Yeah, like we have notes from the developers and such that they want to include a little bit more to the game. And on the map there is an island on the bottom left. And we believe the trigger we use to actually skip the flying animation at the end
Why am
is actually the island to land on. But since the island doesn't exist, the game put you anywhere, and this is apparently the actual...
Yeah, as you see, the dog is he's very fast in this part. You have to wait for the boy. Okay, this is Act 4. You will not see a lot of Act 4. You will...
Yeah, in any percent, it's basically we go to 3 screens and then we are straight at the last boss fight.
Yeah, okay, don't get hit by this guy.
And what Skarsnik now is doing is called the Saturn skip. And at this way, it was good.
Oh, I get it so fast. Wow, it's really fast.
It's basically, you have to attack with a boy, and 1 frame after you attack with a boy, you have to press select to switch to the doggy. And so we can activate the trigger to go down. And the best way to actually do that is mashing like hell.
Yeah, you hold select and you mash...
Yes.
I need to practice that more.
For example, in A Link to the Past, a lot of people are quite good at hovering. And we basically use the same technique for hovering to actually get the Saturn
Yeah,
skip.
because we have to hold select and do... to be input 1 frame apart.
Yes.
Hovering is the same thing.
So basically, the boss fight right now is separated in different cycles. The first cycle, cycle is going for raptors, and the boss fight at the beginning is not really special. You always have the cleaning robot, and if you want to do the fight really optimized, you try to kill both of the enemies at the same spot, so the cleaning robot actually have less way to do. And on the other hand, if you may ask, why don't you kill the cleaning robot as well?
Yeah, don't do it.
If you kill the cleaning robot,
the miss is over.
you will actually spawn a spider with a lot of HP. And so we don't do that, because killing the spider and killing the robot is actually a lot longer than not doing it.
Yeah, you can see miss are a big issue in this game. You lose a lot of time because the enemy escape you and they go whatever. Where's the next one?
So you have at the beginning 3 times 2 raptors, so
yeah, you have to love them. Yeah, this one
basically the boss fight at the end is just difficult because the enemies have so many HPs.
Yeah, casually is really not an easy fight.
So, and the next cycle actually is the Rim Salas.
Yeah, wait for them there. Ah, I messed up. Why did I do no? Don't try to shell them, you will not. It's better to wait for them to go at you.
Yeah.
Okay, that was not that bad.
And now we do something a little bit different. We actually kill the robot there.
Oh, you kill it? No, I never know when you have to kill it.
At this point, actually, yes. Because at the last time when you get it, you have free things.
Yeah.
And so it's apparently faster to kill the cleaning robot because the free times the dust you have to get rid of.
Stop dodging.
It took quite a long. And apparently the bad toaster doggy actually does have a lot of dodge chance. As you can see, it's it does have a lot of HP.
Yeah.
So now we have the two last enemies. The next enemy is the Metal Magma. It's basically the magma from the first chapter, but with several different skills.
Stop missing.
And the annoying part for casual players are the Metal Magma actually have a really powerful healing spell. Like, you're fighting for about 2 to 3 minutes and apparently he healed back to full health.
Oh, yeah, the screen doesn't explode, I'm done.
Is that a sub 135?
Yeah, it should be. Please die, thank you.
And done.
Yeah, at least cost us a lot of time. Otherwise, not a bad run. Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, it's too early for that.
Yeah, it's a bit tired because I wanted to watch a previous run, so I will not sleep. That was a bad idea.
Too many good runs before the runs we have, so yeah.
Yeah.
Please be nice to our sleepy stuff. Yeah, that was Evermore. Basically, a really good game. I can only recommend it to play it casually because the dialogues are so good.
Yeah, the story is really nice.
And if you're playing the game casually, you can explore a lot of more stuff, which is really good.
It's also an interesting speedrun because the first part is really the hard part to get through. Not get good time, but just get through.
Yeah.
And after that, since you can really not die and everything is a piece of cake to kill, it's pretty easy.
I can just give advice: if you don't want to go crazy, don't start speedrunning Evermore.
Yeah, no, don't try to get good time in these games.
Like every time I reset an Evermore, a piece of my soul is broken. Like, this game is so hard.
Yeah, if you want, a lot of reset happen in the first minute when we try to get killed by the flower because you want to get killed fast. You don't want to lose 20 seconds on that at the start of the run already.
Yeah, but otherwise, if you want to start speedrunning it anyway, we have a Discord of Evermore. Just
ask someone because I don't think it's linked somewhere.
Yeah, that's not a problem. They probably have your name, my name, so it's alright. And we will always help you if you need help with that. So yeah.
Yeah, my Twitch account is Skarsnikus, not Skarsnik.
Yeah, it's Krillpan. So yeah. I would say thanks for watching.
Yeah, thanks for watching this tired run. I thought so.
Yeah,
was not bad actually.
We really want to sleep, it's too late.
Yeah, sorry for...
Time for breakfast, I guess.
Oh yeah.
Okay. Thanks, guys.
Next runner is not here, I think. What is next?
Yeah, thanks to Skarsnik for the run and to Krilla for the awesome commentary as well.